Appalachian sunrise meets my skin. Even with my eyes still closed, I can feel it coming in. Golden, golden, I'll follow only golden, golden, golden.
Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Life with Z. It is finally October and I'm so excited to decorate the house for Halloween. We have a few things on the agenda today. I just recently posted my fall decorate with me, but if you've seen my decorating videos before, I like to do fall first and then add a few Halloween touches. So we have a few spooky jack-o'-lanterns to add to our decorations around the house. And then I have a fun craft planned for us. I keep seeing these videos all over my feed of these craft paper banners that are hand painted, and I thought it'd be really fun to make one for Halloween that we could hang up for the trick-or-treaters. So I have all my craft supplies here. I have some brown paper that I've just used in the past as wrapping paper, so hopefully I can repurpose this as the base for my banner. And then I have a ton of paint, so I went through all my paint this morning and I had a ton of orange and green, but I went to Michael's and got a few shades of purple. So I got a bright Halloween-y purple and then a light purple to accent it with, and then some neon green too. And from what I've seen in these painting videos, they use white as the base to make the colors pop, so we got a couple whites. And then what I'm most excited about is this glow-in-the-dark paint. I don't know if it's gonna work as I am hoping, but I thought this would be really fun to do accents. I'm thinking to paint something like Happy Halloween or Trick or Treat, and then to have an accent on the letters with glow-in-the-dark paint so you can see it after it's dark. I thought would be really fun, so we'll give that a try. And then I have a ton of paintbrushes here. I picked up a couple new ones as well that I'll show you. I was watching some videos and recommendations on how to do this whole thing. It's really popular right now and a lot of people are making these banners. So I got these Craft Smart brushes from Michael's that are a little thicker for some of the lettering. And then I learned from this girl on Instagram who has gone viral for making these banners to use eyeshadow brushes. She specifically recommended these Wet n Wild brushes that were only $1 at Walmart. So we'll try that for some of the detailing, but I'm really excited. I think this is gonna be a fun craft to do together, and we can put up a few of our Halloween decorations as well. So let's get started. All right, you guys, we are starting off the Halloween decorating with these little trick-or-treat characters I've collected over the last couple years. I picked these up from Michael's, and I think these little guys are so cute in their Halloween costumes. I love tucking them around the house just to add a little extra spooky fun. I also have these Halloween village pieces that I picked up from Bed Bath & Beyond years ago, and I love them as the perfect little Halloween touch. I still need to find some little tea lights to put inside, but they definitely add that spooky, whimsical feel. Then we'll add a few more of our Halloween characters before we move on to adding a couple pumpkins as well. You know, I had to add some spooky touches to my office, and I was so excited about this Halloween cake that I picked up from Home Goods and this little witch figurine. I also have these festive notepads, perfect for the Halloween season. And then the finishing touch, my candy corn garland. This, I think, was a Michael's find so many years ago, and I've used it all around the home, but it felt like the perfect touch for my office this year. I always like to add a few seasonal touches by the front door, so this little pumpkin jack-o'-lantern and a few ghost candles were the perfect touch. And then finally, for the front porch, I always love adding some seasonal pillows to our rocking chairs and this oversized jack-o'-lantern. We have a few fresh pumpkins out on the front porch, and then a moment for my crystal spider webs. If you've seen my Halloween videos in the past, you know these are my favorite decoration. I source them from Pottery Barn, and they're a bit of an investment, but they are absolutely stunning, so I'll be sure to link them in the description box below. And now it's finally time to work on our Halloween banner, so we'll clear off some space to roll out our craft paper. I have all my paint and paintbrushes ready to go, and in the videos I've watched, I've seen people do this a couple different ways. Some like to tape the paper to the wall so they can paint standing up and maybe use a projector. This was not so serious of a project, just for fun, so I decided to have it laying flat on my dining table and just kind of freehand a design with pencil first. So after getting the design drawn out, then I just started painting over and tracing that pencil design with my paint. There was a lot of trial and error here. Definitely doing a bit of research beforehand helped. The eyeshadow brushes were perfect. The paint glided onto the paper so easily with those brushes. And at first I got a little nervous because the paper was wrinkling under the paint. But after the paint dried, that all smoothed out. And I have to say, it's super satisfying to watch this process back.
Sing to you a song, drunk in my devotion, laid out on your chest, student of abandon, with you I am blessed. All at once in a dream, we are together. You could call it a vision or tether.
For a lot of the designs, it's helpful to first paint a base layer of white just so that those colors pop nice and bright on the brown paper. And you know me, I had to decorate with some candy designs, so painting the white base layer for my few candy pieces, and then we'll go over the Halloween lettering with a purple as well. You definitely need some time for this project. It works best to allow the paint to fully dry between coats. So definitely took a lot of breaks, but it was really fun, and I can't wait for you to see how it turned out.
All at once in a dream, we are together. You could call it a vision or a tether. All at once I can see it, put back together. You could call it a vision. You could call it a vision. You could call it a vision. Where did the time go? How do we move
As I was painting this banner, I kept thinking how easy of a craft this is for future holidays, events, birthdays. It's really inexpensive once you have the supplies, and the creative ideas are limitless. So I'm feeling really inspired and excited to make these for future holidays and events. And the storage, of course, is so easy. You can just roll it up, and you could honestly roll all of them together and store them like a wrapping paper roll and have all of your festive banners for your upcoming holidays and events. So we're just adding some of those fun, whimsical touches to our Halloween candies, and then we'll get working on the border. A lot of the posters like this that I've seen have really fun borders, so I was excited to do a spooky neon green. So we went ahead and drew that around the edge of the poster, and then I really wanted to use that glow-in-the-dark paint that I showed you guys, so I did go ahead and try tracing all the letters with the glow-in-the-dark. It went on clear, so we'll have to let that kind of charge in the daylight. Reading about glow-in-the-dark paint, it seems like it collects the daylight throughout the day and then glows at night. So we'll see. Either way, it's just an extra bonus if it works out, but I am absolutely loving how this is coming together, and hopefully you guys are enjoying it too. I had to add a cutie little spider up here, and he ended up being one of my favorite parts of the poster. We'll give him some little white eyes a little later, but I'm just continuing to add some of those layers on the candy pieces and touching up some of the thinner spots on the Halloween letters, and overall it's really coming together and I'm having so much fun. Putting those final touches on our Halloween poster, and that's gonna be all for this week's video. I really enjoyed decorating for the Halloween season and making this festive banner to hang for our trick-or-treaters and Halloween festivities. I hope you guys are enjoying your October and you enjoyed this week's video. Please make sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you're new. There will be lots more festive seasonal content coming soon. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!